So now we've got our web page, and it's basically working with some information on it, and we've got some of it organised into lists. Of course, we want it to look a little bit prettier like this than this, and one of the ways in which you can do that is to add images. Images need to come from somewhere else on the web. You can store them on the same web server, but we're just going to pull ours straight in from another web server. So I'm going to do a Google image search, which I've done here, and you'll see that there's this rather nice picture of an HTML here that I'm going to use. Now when I click on it in Google image search, it's really important that I get the actual URL of the image. That means I click on view image and then I copy from the top. So don't copy the Google URL, copy the one where it's actually stored on the web. And you can tell because it won't have Google here, unlike this one have Google at the start. I'm now going to come over to my source code here, and I'm going to put an image in just above this first paragraph. So I'm going to use the IMG tag, and I'm going to say IMG, and then I'm going to tell it where the source, represented by SRC, of this image is. And in quotes afterwards, I'm just going to put in that URL which we got from Google Images. I save, and I come over to my web page, and hopefully there we are, it's in my web page. Now you might find that it comes out a little bit big like this. So one thing you can do is in the tag as well, so if I click just before source, I can say width equals 200, and this will make the image 200 pixels wide. So I'll save that, and then when I reload it, it should, my internet connection's a bit slow today, reload the image at just 200 pixels wide. That's how to add images onto a web page, but what about videos? That must be really hard, mustn't it? Well, actually no. What we're going to do is go to YouTube, and from YouTube you can get a thing called an embed code. You can get these from a number of websites, including Google Maps to put maps in your web pages, or Scratch to put games in your web pages, all sorts of things. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click onto one of these. How about this one on internet safety? And here we have our video. So I'm going to stop that. Down beneath the video there's this little share button. I click on the share button, and what it will tell you is, it will tell you when it loads it will give you some options, and one of them will be embed. When I click on it, will load. When I click on embed, it will load the embed code, and I just copy the entirety of the embed code, and then I stick it into my document, just like this. So I put it in where I want it, so we're going to have the image, the first paragraph, then the video. I save it, back to my page, refresh the page, and it should download. First of all, it will download my picture. There we are, and then in here it will put in the YouTube video, just like that, and people can click and play. You can see here you've got frame width and height here. This works in much the same way as the video width and height. So have a look at some other websites, see which ones you can get embed codes for, and try embedding something in your web page.